now I just wanted to ask you a bunch of questions because I feel like as someone in the industry, when people talk to me, they are always asking me like, oh, blah, 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 agent, blah, 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 how, all that stuff. And so I've got questions.
Sure.
So when you are interviewing clients, prospective clients, what are some things that you're just going into it looking for?
First of all, we never interview the clients. We have the meetings and we try to get as much comfortable as we can, right? Because I know the actors, most of you come like very nervous, which is normal.
Yeah.
So definitely personality. You should be talented, obviously. If you're not talented, then you'll be verified very quickly by your audition, by your casting directors, right? For us would be probably the worst thing to work with somebody we don't like. Right?
Yeah. Someone you could be friends with.
Yeah.
So what kind, I mean, if someone's coming into this industry and they don't really know anything about the difference between manager, agency, or even different kinds of agencies, what are some kinds of agencies someone should be aware of coming into this, and which ones should they be going for?
Well, first of all, I don't think anyone right now is completely straight and clear about what is the difference between managers and agents. It used to be the managers manage your career, right? And the agent were looking for the job, for the auditions. That was the main difference. The manager was most of the time 24/7 with you. They help you with everything. From the headshots, choosing the reels. Also keep in touch with the PR people if you already have it, or the legal representative. The agent was just to look for the job. Unfortunately, for the past 10-15 years, everything is completely different.
Yeah.
So we have different type of managers, right? We have managers who are still managers, like old traditional managers. We have managers who are managers/producers. They have their own production houses, and they also manage some clients. And we have the third group of the managers who actually, they stop to manage a career, they just submitting like an agent. So, is anything wrong about that? No, but you should know the difference when you're looking for the agent and when you're looking to put together the team that definitely you want to work with, right? You work together and see everybody, so everybody knows what the other person do. Make sense?
Yeah. So then that would lead me, what is it that turns you off about a meeting with a prospective client?
I think in another episode you mentioned, definitely you have to be yourself. You cannot pretend to be somebody you're definitely not. Right? You cannot lie. If we see something on your resume that definitely is not true, that will tell us that something is wrong. Right? And especially if somebody lies about the union, about the credits. Remember, right now we can check every single credit with the IMDb, with the Variety, every single database. Your credits are there, so please don't lie.
Especially since you get you get inside access as an agent, so you can really check the full
kind of
depth.
background check, right? We don't do the background.
Well, yeah, not a background.
For us, it's meeting with you, right? And that's the background check. But yes.
Annoying. Anything else so someone's nervous because they really, really want you to choose them.
Well, I think everybody's nervous in somehow, right?
So a talent now has an agent. What are the things that you do not like to see once someone has been signed into your agency?
Oh my goodness. There's so many things, right? You always have to be respectful to our time. So yes, we like our client to be all the time in touch with us, but I don't mean every day, right? If somebody calls us every day, then I think they're asking for the problems. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think like once in 2 weeks, it would be nice to see, right? Even if they send us the email, which is always the best way to communicate with probably every agent, right? To send us the emails and just let us know. We're here, we're waiting. Is anything we can do to make it more successful, right? The relationship. And that's good. But you have to remember, every time somebody overdoing this, we have to take time to respond to the email to our clients instead of pushing and contacting either the casting directors or producers. So that's the thing. You should be very careful. If you have emergency, of course, call us. Don't send us the email because we're getting 200, 300, up to 1,000 emails every day. So if we missed in few minutes your email, then we probably get to this email in the evening when we finishing the job with the submissions, or we already home. Right? Not responding, right? Not letting us know that you're away. And most of you knows how very difficult to get auditions, right? Finally, we calling you or sending you by email audition, and then we then, oh, whoops, I'm going for vacation, I'm just on the airport. Like, how we don't even know about that. And then what we should do, what we actually should say to casting director. So you're not only putting yourself in a bad spot, but us as an agent and also our agency as well. So that's probably the most annoying things.
Maybe turning down too many opportunities, like auditions or opportunities.
Well, thank God that doesn't happen too often, but it's still we have clients who, without no reason, actually turn down, and then it's heartbreaking. Like how many clients they wish they can get something and they don't, and there are some clients who getting those auditions and they're turning up because we don't even know why.
Yeah.
You have to be also very careful with just popping up at our door, because we can be on the meeting, we can have other clients, and then you get annoyed that you have to wait. So if you really want to see us, then please contact us before and we schedule a meeting.
Maybe just common sense in general. Like, I mean, it's like if you wouldn't do it with an employer, if you wouldn't do it with a respected family member, if you wouldn't do it to like any stranger, then you probably should not do it to your agent.
Definitely you shouldn't gossip. Remember, New York is a big city, but it's also very small. We agent managers, we go to the same bars, and we listen sometimes people gossiping about agents, about the managers who actually stand by you, and you don't even know that you talk about this and that agent. You have to be very, very careful if you want to survive in this industry.
No, definitely. Just don't talk about anybody. Just be kind. It's like not communicating with your agent about like the roles that you feel like you would excel at versus the roles that you think are being passed up. Like I remember there are like sometimes, because I am also African American, but I am mixed, and so there are certain African American roles that if I go out on something that's, you know, girl with braids, the person would not necessarily, like, you know, that they weren't looking for you. They were looking for like someone probably of a darker tone with like maybe coarser hair or something along those lines. And when they see you, they don't have to guess like what you are. It's just like, we know that you are African American for this African American role. But I feel like agents are pretty savvy in general, so I can't think of anything that.
Listen, I think you have to have trust in the agent. Sometimes we cannot submit you because maybe we have some knowledge that you don't have it. That, you know, you shouldn't be submitted for that kind of roles. Even it feels for you, right, that you're right for this role.
Yeah.
And if you don't trust your agent, then why are you even like working with this agent?
Yeah. Well, then does that go into like when people are contacting you like, hey, put me out for this, put me out for that?
Well, I mean, I'm always open to see, and if somebody's very active and send us, listen, I heard from my colleagues that this film will be shoot soon, and they cast for this. That's fine, because we check, and in most cases you will probably submit it for that kind of role you want to go for. But there will be projects we don't even know about that, right? Which is weird, but they are projects like this. So then we check everything on database, and yes, you're right, there is the project, so we can contact the director or producer. But on the other hand, we get the clients who send us something. Oh, I saw some production for this and that project yesterday in New Jersey or New York. Yes, but it was casted like 2 months ago. So how are we supposed to call the casting office and ask if you can go for that kind of role, right? Or if somebody calls, oh, I see in front of my house the shooting for another. I mean, okay, nice, but
was that gonna do? They cast that like a month ago. Yeah, that's very true.
Another thing, please be educated. There's so many different ways, and not necessarily you have to spend so much money like it used to be to buy so many magazines or newspapers from the industry, right? You can go just online and read it. There's variety. It's Insider, it's Deadline, it's Hollywood Reporter.
So like keep up with the
keep
industry
what's going
news.
on. Like,
Got you.
There's so many people, they don't even heard about WGA or DGA or about the strike.
Oh, okay.
And that's something will impact you. If those unions will go on strike, then probably the whole industry will pause, right?
Yeah.
So there's definitely elections. That's something we probably have to do to the end of the quarter, right? But that's every single job.
Yeah.
Either you're doctor or engineer, you have to read the proper publications, and also you have to, they go into events, they go into seminars, they go into the workshops, so you have to do the same thing.
So what are the, like you said, variety, what are some popular websites besides this channel that are giving information about the industry and like up to date, not even just like news, but just in general, kind of like a
look, they're so easy. All of you have IMDb Pro, right? Okay. And on IMDb Pro you have a section news, and you have listed all the news from all the newspapers around the years. Like you said, Hollywood Report, Variety, Deadline, and many more. Okay. And like also that's social media too. The social media. Yeah. That would be the best source, probably, the IMDb. And no, I'm not selling the IMDb.
IMDb, you want to sponsor us, please?
And remember, if you like what you see,
like, subscribe, hit that notification
put on
bell.
notifications, and stay with us.